The Gail Lindsey Award goes to David Maurer, AIA, from Raleigh, North Carolina.
What David does is really the sort of the best that architecture can be. It's not just designing houses and renovating buildings. It really transforms those communities in which he works, which I think is the most fascinating part of his practice.
He's been one of our sort of go-to architects. I mean, he's there to help the community. He's there to, talk about housing, so like second floor housing and downtown areas that need housing. That reinvigorates these communities.
David is extremely willing to share what he does and how he does it. He's willing to share that with the architectural community, obviously, very generously. But I think even more importantly than the architectural community, David shares what he learns from working in these communities with other communities, with the decision makers in other towns, other organizations that do that kind of work.
Local officials depend on David. He would do workshops to explain building codes or how to do housing or how to help this community. And not only is he doing it as an architect, but he does it, personally himself. He saved a historic house and moved a historic house in downtown Raleigh before Raleigh, when Raleigh was still kind of a smaller, not very active downtown. He did that. He's one of the most passionate architects I know. He cares about the built environment. He cares about the people in these communities. He's on the ground, working with individuals, working with local officials, working with the people who live in these communities to show how they can be vibrant.
If you get him on a roll and stand back talking about this kind of work, you can just sort of feel the passion and you can see it. He gets very animated when he talks about this, and he really believes it. And David's been practicing long enough. It's not just believing that it can be, it's seeing that it is and seeing how it actually makes people's lives better, and then knowing that you have the capacity to share that even further and take that to other places and other people.
I mean, especially a lot of these small North Carolina towns that used to have more businesses downtown, or they may have had a mill or textile factory or tobacco factory on the edge of the district, and now there's no life in a lot of these towns, but there is now, because David he's out there working in these communities, telling people what they can do. They're bringing coffee shops into town, or apartments and businesses back into town. And David's sort of an advocate to sort of explain how this can be done.
Congratulations, David. It couldn't go to a more deserving architect.